My era is better than yours. Slightly flippant title to this talk. But it's one of those curious things in historical fiction that some periods really are better than others. So, ladies and gentlemen, Philip Stevens.
Thank you. I think this is definitely the most contentious talk that will take place here. There is actually a security team outside on standby in case things get too heated. So I'm just going to go along the line, and if you could introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about your period, where the period is you write.
Okay, I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Angus Donald. I'm writing a series of books about Robin Hood and Alan Dale, and they're set in the end of the 12th and the beginning of the 13th centuries, and I think my era is better than all of the others.
Hi, I'm Harry Sidebottom. I write novels set in the Roman Empire. They're all so far set in the 3rd century AD. Self-evidently, my period is the best.
I'm Giles, Kristian. I have a very big axe. So I write Viking fiction and also English Civil War, so they're obviously very, very different in themselves, so I don't know which one I'm going to be arguing for, but probably the Viking period.
I'm Suzannah Dunn, and I'm mid-Tudor. I don't know anything about either end of that, but I've copped Tudor, and to be honest, I think it's a bit crass, the Tudor, isn't it, to like the Tudor, you know, so I know I'm on a losing wicket.
And I'm Antonia Hodgson. I'm the author of The Devil in the Marshalsea, which is set in 1720s. So I'm Georgian, and I've already been told by at least one panellist they don't do Georgian, so not interested. So I think I'm on a losing streak as well. Should we just leave now?
Less than the defeatist attitude.
Yes.
Okay, basically my era is better than everyone else because this is the era in which the love story was born. This is the era... Okay, this is the era...
I can see what he's done there.
I decided to launch into this impromptu lecture on Greek novels because clearly love wasn't invented by Angus in the 12th century.
Touché.
And nor were acts of extreme violence invented by Giles as a Viking.
I'm writing about a culture that was illiterate. The only records we have were written by the other side, the losers.
He means the English.
As I said, it's one of those rare instances where history was written by the losers. And so we don't have much information to go on, which allows me to do what I want to do, and that is to tell the story, to entertain. And that's, for me, that's why I do what I do. I'm not writing non-fiction. I want to entertain you. And for that reason, I'm able to do that completely and freely.
I've got some notes because I can't remember why I like my era. Now, Anne Boleyn, quintessentially modern, she was the modern girl. So that's where I was coming from, but it took me elsewhere. And then there I found the Reformation. Another thing I like about the Tudors on my little list is big women. We've got big women in this era. I mean, we've got a good clutch of monarchs to start with, which they haven't got. So big women, I would go with that. Lots of ladies for me to get on with, that's good. And then I have to say the word to you, soap opera. I have to, obviously. You're sitting there thinking, well, you know, Henry and his 6 wives, that's the sort of things that kings did in those days. No, they didn't. It was just as shocking, I think, really almost just as shocking then as it is to us now. It was madness, and then all the stuff after him with, you know, boy kings and Bloody Mary, the phantom pregnancy, come on. I mean, that's horrible, but it's fantastic, isn't it?
One of the reasons I was really drawn to the Georgian period is I'm drawn to neglected, abandoned things. And to me, the Georgians are somewhat forgotten. It was also a period, you know, specifically, you know, censorship had broken down and people were able to start speaking as they really wanted. There were people having a whale of the time on the streets. It was very dangerous. It was, you know, brutal in many ways. So people were really excited to be living in London at the time. It was the place to be, and it was the place to have, you know, radical thought. And so the kind of combination of, you know, gin, free thought, and satire really appealed to me, and that's one of the many reasons I love the period.
Yeah, and also syphilis, that was the other thing.
Yeah, syphilis, you know. Yeah, that too.
Which is a seller, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, do we want to have love? Do we want to have vomiting in the corners? Big women, big axes, or nymphs and shepherds pretending to be virgins, or true love? Can we have a round of applause, please, for love?
No, okay.
Okay. Who wants Romans?
Even Con's not clapping.
Okay, Vikings and or stylish Civil War people. Tudors. And last but not least, those gin-swilling Georgians.
I think that's pretty unanimous. Thank you very much to the panellists, or combatants, as I should call them, and thanks for your questions.
Thanks for